budget request, $1,200. Ending balance for 2024, $829.76. Any questions? Thank you.
Mount Olive Choir, Mount Olive Baptist Choir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The Mount Olive Adult Choir 2024 report. Ministry mission, goals, and financials. 2024 review, love offering for pastor's anniversary, greeting cards sent to bereaved choir members, greeting cards sent to sick and shut-in, participated in the GBA-OI combined choir, Christmas love offering to the pastor and family, co-sponsored annual Christmas dinner with the Ursher Board, made monthly purchases for the North 12th Street Boys and Girls Club food box, participated with One Voice Choir during Black History Month, and as we're going to do that again, just want to say that we are looking for anyone who would like to join us, so I'm letting y'all know now, we'll have a whole week of practice, so please be looking in your bulletins. Goals for 2025. Continue to support our pastor and his visions for Mount Olive. Continue to increase our membership. Maintain outreach programs by manning booths at Elstro Plaza and other community functions. No budget dues are supported by the members of the adult choir. To increase the partnership fellowship with men's and children's choirs, plan a function to replace the Golden Agers banquet, have a musical in the fall, continue to encourage all choir members to attend Sunday school, Bible study, net classes, or any other form of study offered at the Mount, because we are very blessed to have a lot of education here so that we can grow closer to God. Finance report for 2024. Dues collected, $2,420. Payout, $1,687.50. Current balance, $732.50. Respectfully submitted by Ms. B. Tate. Officers for 2025. President Lynn Lewis, Vice President Debbie Carter, Second Vice Laura Sharp, Secretary Kim Roebling, Treasurer B. Tate, Second Treasurer Geraldine Felix, Director Lauren Williams, musicians Minister Mark Chambers and Bishop Joshua Washington, Sergeant of Arms Johnny Valentine. Any questions? Thank you very much.
Youth choir.
Okay, this is my first time doing this. Good morning, so
Good morning.
I'm not detailed like that. Pastor White, the youth choir of Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church is requesting $1,000 for their yearly budget. This money will be used for the purchase of choir sashes. Sister Rochelle got us robes, so we just need the sashes to go on the choir robes. Music and props, costumes for the Easter pageant. Since our Christmas play went over so well, we're thinking about doing it for Easter with pastor's approval. We are currently researching sashes and will be bringing them to the pastor for final approval when found. And again, the music is $10 for each MP download, and then it's downloaded onto the CD for youth. And we maybe plan another outing for the youth. Last year we took them to the park, and we had a day at the park, cookout, and fellowship. Say thank you for their hard work and their dedication, and we'd like to do that again this year. Thank you.
Women's ministry.
Meals for the final celebration was provided by a grant from Centerstone Foundation. Christmas gathering event, 31-day experiment lesson, the FIOS syndrome, we are not to be the fixer for everyone lesson. We helped with VBS, helped with the pastor's anniversary. Thanksgiving and Christmas, we were able to provide meals to 3 families due to love offerings from congregation and a anonymous donor. 2025 theme, unity. We're looking to have a tea fellowship with women with a message to be later announced. We're gonna continue with the birthday ministry for women, prayer, encourage women to attend Bible study and Sunday school. Women's Day, we are asking for a Women's Day date. After all the dates are in, we will see what we can get. And monthly Bible study. Budget request, $2,500. Any questions? All right, thank you.
Benevolence?
Good morning. Let me know if you cannot hear me. Okay. Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church Benevolent Report from January 2024 to December 2024. The beginning balance is $537.79. We paid out $12,109.80. Our balance carried over to 2025 is $5,041.11. 2024, January through December, the benevolent ministry directed individuals and families to food pantries and free meal sites in the community. We made it possible for families and individuals not to become homeless and made it possible for them to buy food. We still purchase gift certificates and gift cards from Save-A-Lot to help with food. We supplied a family with winter coats for her 2 children at Christmas time. We don't always have enough finances to give everyone what we need, what they need. We do help the best we can with what we have, with the help of the Lord. In 2024, the benevolent ministry was blessed by 2 anonymous individuals of whom we are so thankful for. We are grateful that the Lord made it possible to be a blessing to our church through them. And as a result, we have been able to be consistent in providing assistance to those who are in dire need. We thank and appreciate everyone for your generous donations. May God continue to bless and keep you throughout the year and always. 2024, the benevolent ministry provided assistance for about 75 families. Benevolent Committee members. Sister Rita Taylor, Sister Geraldine Felix, Minister Mark Chambers. Now I'm gonna move over and let Rita do the rest.
Do anyone have any questions about the Benevolence Committee? Nope. Okay.
No questions.
But
Stephanie.
we did join in with a couple organizations in Richmond, Indiana, and it was the church on 7th Street to help homeless people.
Life Springs.
Life Springs, yeah, and to get them off the streets, you know, so we, you know, won't have a big cost on the church of trying to get a hotel. And that was really fun. And Bridges for Life, they do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. This is our partner too.
Yeah,
I was going to say that.
excellent job. When they see people, all the phone rings up the hook. People in dire need. I do want to say, for those who are here, that there's this, I don't even call it rumor, but that I never say no. And when I try not to, but there are some times when we have to.
Yeah.
And I'd say probably 80% of the requests they come in, we are able to meet them, but there are some that we can't meet. And so I don't say yes to everything. But a person told me the only thing he has against me is I never say no. So I wish I could.
So I had to fight for you the last week.
My kids have that against me too.
Yeah.
I
If
said
I
it
can help, yeah. If I can help in any way, and that's not even mentioned, what these two young ladies do sometime out on their own is not even part of this report, out their own pocket. And, so if they're not asking for no reimbursement, they just do it because, they love the ministry and the people that we're trying to serve. So we have, sometimes people playing games, a landlord, was going with the tenant, and she was living with him, and he's calling us for help with the rent. You know, they have a series of questions they ask, and then, of course, if he couldn't get past them, so he calls me, and then I'm asking questions, and then he ends up hanging up. But that's what I'm saying, people try to game it, you
Yeah.
know, and so we're blessed to have some people in this ministry that are good stewards of the Lord's resources, and at the same time, we're able to help people. I mean, in dire need, I'm talking about
Yes.
dire need, people living in cars and this kind of thing. And, you know, it's rough, and it's gonna get worse. Social Security and all that other stuff start getting cut. I try to tell y'all, I was moving, but anyway, I'm just. But, it's coming, a little later on, but it's coming, and it's gonna affect a lot of people. And it's really just heartless. But anyway, so we pray that the Lord give us, continue to allow us to have resources to be able to help people. And I always say, that the benevolence offering is not, think of it not offering. You know, just, reaching in person about some change for benevolence. You wanna help people as you do. So I want to thank them for doing a wonderful job again. Let's continue to pray and try to do what we can for people who are in need. Amen. Thankful we are. The Food Purchase Ministry.
31st, 2024 to December 31st, 2024. We start the budget with $500 a month, totaling $6,000 a year. Our balance right now is $1,556.04. We are asking for another $100 per month because the cost of living is going higher and higher. Okay, on last year, we fed 2,646 people, and that was almost double in 2023. 2023, we fed 1,372 people, and we probably would have doubled that, just saying that we had 4 Tuesdays off last year. We didn't serve. So in 2024, we fed 1,274 more people than 23. And our special thanks goes to our pastor for allowing us to do this, to the secretary, because there's been times I've been absent and Vanessa has went down and helped Sister Lavere, Ozzie, Indy, Jackie, and Terry Tibbs for their help on Tuesdays. Is there any questions?
One of the people that come on Tuesdays, every week, make sure you don't get rid of them around in the kitchen. Okay, buddy. All right, the interior design ministry. Report. And go into all the events it has. It's quite extensive.
Wow.
But the 2024, the information visual station was installed as proposed. Curtains and Walmart there, by the way, to create a welcoming entryway. Interior design ministry decorated for Easter, sanctuary, all the walls, this group. Really had plans and specifications for the pastor's anniversary celebration, the decorations at Fort Hills, floral arrangements and decorations in the sanctuary. And she appreciates everybody who's been a help in this ministry and time you've taken to do what you do. And she's just grateful for it. And then the budget, and this is a budget request only because we have to have it. And then there may be some things we need to carry over. We have some maintenance work which the finance people want to come with today. Requested 21,000. And Donna's middle name is Marie. Her mother should have called her Money. So we'll see. And she wants to take opportunities to ensure that our church building displays an atmosphere of welcoming all who enter. And we've had that every time we post something with John Baptist or Dr. Sampson. We came, different people made comments about how homey and welcoming this church is when people come in. And so we just want to keep that up. So anyway, so again, the members are Barbara and Terry Gibson, Michelle Gibson, Blueprint again, brothers and Don Rice, Reeves, Taylor, Ada Warren, and Don White. And you've heard this. Vacation Bible School.
Good morning. Okay, so I've got a couple of different things to go over. Of course, our mission statement is to provide the opportunity for youth of our church and reach out to the community to learn and to teach them more about God and our faith while filling the week with activities, music, the Bible, and providing support and a warm meal for our youth. Our vision is under our pastor, Dr. White, blessing us to grow a youth ministry, and while teaching and developing the saved, and also following and to teach others about our mission statement within our Mount Olive Church. We would like to present some new goals that we would like to do. We would like to start We also would like to start a youth group for our youth here in the church, and then in hopes that we can grow it to the community. We would also want to continue to reach out to families to engage with their children in our program, so they would also join our church to be with their own youth and continue to help us grow them into Christ. Our accomplishments, we also want to, increase our youth attendance by 15%, and we would like to increase our youth Sunday school attendance by 15 to 20%. Our accomplishments are that we did increase our VBS attendance. Two of those children through VBS did come forward that they wanted to learn more about Christ. I'm sorry I don't have, if we baptized them or not, I didn't get that record. Follow-up for our future. We would like to start attending community events like the Black Expo and other things and other outings, the farmers market and things of those natures, to encourage people about our church and about our youth program that we are trying to start. We would also like to start monthly meetings. We would like to have quarterly outings with our youth. We want to involve our youth in other ministries to where they can help, so our youth feels important. I feel like we are failing the youth that do attend our church because we don't do enough with them and include them enough to make them feel important enough to want to come and continue to grow with us. So with that, this year we did our Passion of the Christ movie with a sack lunch. We did VBS with Hot Meals. We did Hallelujah Night with Hot Meals, and we did a Christmas event with Hot Meals. Our VBS theme for 2025 is Back to Basics, BIBLE, Blessings Inspiring Believers to Live Eternally, Matthew 16:15 through 16. And with that mission statement, we would like to start our youth and just basically take it back to the basics, start teaching them books of the Bible, start having them be involved with their own youth group to where maybe they teach their own youth group. Reach out to our deacons and our other pastors and your support to volunteer once a month to help lead a youth group with us. We also, last year, we requested $4,000 for VBS budget, and the other outings that we did, last year we spent $2,321.53. This year we are still requesting the amount of the $4,000 budget and an actual another $1,000 to increase it so we can have our quarterly youth outings and include our youth and do more things with our youth. We have to start within our church with the youth that we do have if we expect it to grow and bring more youth with us. Are there any questions?
You have enough volunteers.
That's my next statement. We do need more volunteers. I don't necessarily need bodies to run around and chase. Sometimes it's just a matter of being a spiritual mentor, coming and sitting in the class as like a teacher's assistant so they see that y'all can gang up on them. So we do need more volunteers, and I do appreciate everybody who does volunteer and who comes, and we get a lot of donations, and that's why that $4,000 budget from last year was able to stay so low. And we will continue to request donations, and we are even trying to think of ways and opportunities that maybe we can get the youth involved and helping participate and run some things to where they can get their own donations. So with the blessings of everybody, and hopefully more people will show up, I'm also going to partner with Miss Etta for the youth choir in hopes that her and I together will build this youth larger, and even children who don't want to join the choir will feel more happy to maybe join the youth group, and then we will just partner together and build it stronger. Questions, comments, concerns? I know I'm younger, but I don't got all the energy.
Just one quick comment, just manical, so people don't misunderstand it, that it comes from somewhere. But we just have one pastor, we have associate ministers, and so there's just one pastor.
Yes.
And the reason I'm saying that, because I've been told on 2 or 3 different occasions by different members that I have 2 pastors. And I just want to get all that out of the way, and I know I didn't, I prayed and had just, you know, you only got one pastor. And, I'm all you got till the Lord take me home or till he send me somewhere else, whatever. All right, God bless you. Okay, next.
Praise the Lord, man, Olive. How you doing? Is this on?
Were you like the operator?
There we go. Okay. All righty. Praise the Lord. Net Ministry Report for Church Convention 2025. Our mission statement is, the mission of the Nationwide Evangelism Training is to carry out the mandate to share Christ with others and to address issues of evangelism and discipleship by helping to organize the ministry of outreach, helping to train the membership to share Jesus Christ, and helping to manage the ministry of discipleship. Our accomplishments for 2024, we obtained a telephone for the net office, and this one just went off again. We obtained a telephone for the net office, provided electronic options for classes. It's going to cut in and out. Updated. We updated equipment in the office. We converted the filing system to an electronic one, and that's kind of still in progress a little bit. We still got some more grouping to do. We now offer welcome bags to new members, and we added a youth assistant in the net office. Discipleship totals, we had 42 for discipleship, and evangelism we had 305. Net grand total was 347 people discipled. There is a breakdown. I'm going to go over here in just a second. Ministry vision and goals for 2025. The vision is to follow the direction of our pastor teacher, Dr. White, as he follows God, and to ensure a successful spiritual transition for church laity as per the Great Commission. Our goals, net youth evangelism course. We just received the curriculum, thank you, Pastor, for a net youth class. So we're going to be working on building that. And we're also hoping to have a net quarterly class featuring a special discipleship topic that Pastor will help us select. So we want to have net quarterly classes where we can further the mandate. Officers for 2025, the net coordinator, Sister Vanessa Mason, and youth assistant, Sister Yadira Wilson. Budget request for 2025 is $100 to purchase the gift Bibles. Up to this point, I have purchased them. Up to this point, along with the award certificates, everything that goes with that. I have no problem with that, just want to say that. But it would help to offset a little bit. Requested dates for 2025, none, as the workshops and meetings will be spontaneously scheduled. Flipping back to the breakdown, for the discipleship totals, this is where we got it from. We look at the book that we have up here, and we kind of go through and we do our counting, plus we have some records that we keep when people go and minister to other people. They let us know that, hey, I went and visited so-and-so today. That's discipleship, that's evangelism. So for rededication, we had 7 people come for rededication. For baptism, we had 21 people come for baptism. For Christian experience, there were 7 people that came by Christian experience. For special prayer, we had 5. For personal statement, there were 2 people. That totals the 42 for discipleship. For evangelism, we sent out 31 letters. We sent out 63 cards. We did 172 phone calls. We did street witnessing of 6 people. And visitation was 25 people. That gave us our total for the 347. That concludes my report. Does anyone have any questions for Ned? Thank you.
Net is still alive, and we are encouraging people who haven't been to any level or haven't finished out the levels to continue to pursue that, because there may be times when you're in a discussion with somebody and they say, well, I'll just call my pastor. Or, I might be charging the phone. And, you get an immediate voicemail because the phone's on. tool, and it's one of the many methods. There are many methods, but it's only one message, and that is Christ and Him crucified. We also want to thank Yadira Yaya, we affectionately call her Yaya. She's been helping out with a lot of stuff, and she's one of those people, like I say about jazz, still water run deep. She's very efficient, and just a freshman in high school. She's doing a really good job, and we want to keep her encouraged. Okay, so the pastor ministry, I'll move my little comments down to special events, so kind of mix it all together. You got something for that? Okay.
Sister Yadira is gonna give this report. She's a little nervous, so y'all pray for her, okay?
Yeah. Okay, don't change my name, don't do nothing.
Pastor Support Ministry Report for Church Convention 2025. Mission Statement. The mission of our Pastor Support Ministry is to celebrate the pastor/teacher with the express purpose of lending kindness, support and encouragement, expressions of appreciation and prayerful acts of kindness to/for him. Every member is responsible for understanding that the ultimate goal is to be a blessing to the blessing that God has entrusted to us and the pastor/teacher. Accomplishments for 2024. Love offering for Resurrection Day, Pastor's Anniversary, Father's Day, Pastor's Birthday, Valentine's Day, Pastor's Appreciation Month, Wedding Anniversary, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Ministry vision and goals for 2025. Vision. To follow the direction of our pastor/teacher, Dr. White, as he follows God and continues to encourage, inspire, and strengthen our pastor and family with prayer. Goals. To increase his yearly disbursement by $500 to send him to a pastoral retreat of his choosing in 2025, and insist he takes a 2-week vacation. Budget request for 2025, $5,350. Request dates for 2025, May 18th, anniversary, October, pastor appreciation.
We have a breakdown of all of the things that she listed before for the accomplishments. We have an attachment to that page, so that concludes our report for the Pastor Support Ministry. And I'm just gonna finish with the pastor's anniversary report. The date is Sunday, May the 18th. We're still working out some details. Not sure if it's gonna be AM and PM or just AM. Colors will be navy blue and orange. Those are the colors. Scripture will be determined and the theme will be determined. Our mission for the pastor's anniversary is to be a blessing to the blessing that God has given to us. We will have outings on May the 3rd, 2025, that's a Saturday. The fish fry will be on May the 10th, 2025, that's also a Saturday. That's like a tradition now almost. And then our pre-anniversary celebration will be on May the 17th, and that's a Saturday as well. We have attached the budget that we decided on at the meeting that we had last Wednesday. We have tried to include as much as we could. Some things may not be needed because there will be sponsors or donors that will be donating, so we may not need all of this. But a lot of it we wanted to include because we wanted to be safe, if you will. So a lot of these things are similar from last year. So we do have a copy of this that we're gonna record with the office. And it has everything laid out for it. And the grand total on that is $15,150. Thank you so much.
And that figure may be adjusted because Dr. Sampson's son snatched him up for the week we were trying to get him. his son is his pastor now. He pastored there 45 years, and then, his son succeeded him. And his son's doing an anniversary somewhere, so he's got to be home. And so, so like with the flight and all that, if Dr. George Brooks from Nashville was available, we'll try to get him. And he and his wife will probably drive, so that'll save him. Should be cut down. And by the way, he is accomplished scholar. He's written his own commentaries. You know, how if people were back in Henry and declared on it, he got his own. And he's just recently retired in December from St. James Church in Nashville. He's a national teacher, national officer. And so if his schedule's clear, that's probably what we'll try to do. So, any questions on that? Because, you know, I hope we don't have no lot of stuff. You know, sometimes past anniversary, we kind of go at each other. So let's love each other and work through it. You know, now you all are good to me, and I'm telling you right now, we don't have to have it. If it's gonna cause fighting, we'll have to have it. You know?
We have two services that day.
Well, that's what I'm contemplating. We'll see. I wanna, let me hear from y'all, because I don't want you all to be overworked. So that's one reason I pushed it to one. And so if Dr. Brooks is available for the morning and then brings around the afternoon, is that gonna be too much on it? That's my concern. I don't want you overburdened. So y'all talk to me.
Pastor, do you mind?
Yeah.
Because we talked about having it catered, so can we discuss it in the meeting maybe and then let you know? Is that okay, or do you wanna know right now?
Cater.
Because we talked about it. So we have.
Who gonna cater it?
That was book study, by the way.
Okay.
It wasn't catered.
It wasn't catered. That is not what we haven't decided yet.
Okay.
But it wasn't catered. It was on that. The food committee always has to serve, and they don't get to sit down and eat with us.
That's true.
So I suggested, why don't we find somebody that we can pay to feed us our food? That way the food committee, to serve. That way the food committee can sit down and eat with us. That's the way.
That sounds good.
But I guess I didn't hear from y'all.
Well, I do know that for the Black History Dinner on the 16th, I was told that me and Vera and us was gonna get to sit down, and Nessa's got some other people, some other church members gonna help her do it. But she told me yesterday that we was not gonna be served.
49 fans will stay out.
What'd you say?
49 fans will
He
stay out.
gonna get me started.
He'll be all
You
right.
just bring your letter to church. You got a letter. But I didn't hear from you. Talk to me. You know, is it taxing on this? I don't want, you know, I don't want you all to feel put on. And I appreciate everything you do year round. So talk to me. Is it too much to do 2 services?
No, 2 services, not too much, and actually, if you do 2 services, we in the kitchen, we don't have a problem, okay? We don't have a problem serving food, but then we get to come up and enjoy afternoon service.
Right.
So we will get to be a part of one of the services, so
And
we do have to,
my other concern was sometimes when we have afternoon service,
people don't come back.
people don't come, and you have visitors here, and we not. And that's taxing. You know, when they say, oh, members not understand, might be 15, 20, 25 people. Yeah, but they gonna eat and leave. You know?
So you get back to that.
So we can, I guess, talk up and encourage people to come back. We have guests coming. And, I know TJ wants us to come there the 4th Sunday of March for his anniversary. And then, of course, he'll probably be coming here. He's a son, one of our sons by his choice. As far as me being pastor to watch over him under watch care. And so he's a member here. And so more likely it'll be him coming. I will say, for those who are at Congress in opposite office, Johnson, Andrew Johnson, was that office? In Bethesda, member of Congress?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the preacher that was there is coming here the 3rd Sunday for the 35, they go to,
Credit card with.
he's really from Alabama, but he's at Eastern Star in Annapolis. He's one of the, I think one of the candidates that's gonna take over Jeffrey Johnson leaves. There are 3 campuses, and I think he's gonna get one of them, I think. If you don't get that one, you'll get something. I was told him, I think I told Lockhart this, when they come here, park the car, run the door, put the motor on. So they give you off when you got to go. He said, oh, Dr. White, I said, no, you got to go. So yeah, he's dynamic. I'm looking forward to fellowship with him. And so that's where we are with, we'll do the 2, working on Brooks and then, Bethesda. And then, so we're down here with, special events. I didn't get my pastor this past time because he's so booked up. He's all over everywhere, New Orleans, Dallas, LA. So we're gonna try again this year, for stewardship. And, he's top of the line, literally. He's my brother in the ministry. He came up under Pastor Cannon. And, he's literally a mix of Banks, Pastor Cannon, Pastor Daniel in one. But it's so easy to understand, like, you know, and when I was in one of his classes with him, I said, oh my God. And it's everything they've said, but he makes it where you can rap. And it's not dumbing it down either. And so I'm hoping he's gonna be free. I'm gonna try to get on his schedule. I know they just had their family meeting last week. So I'm trying to bump in somewhere and have them check this. And then, the church outing, who wants to kind of look over that outing? Maybe picnic, or do I need to draft somebody? Somebody trying to hide, you're gonna hurt your arm. We don't need to know today, but, it would be nice, for us to, think about that and have some kind of, just general fellowship with each other. Church. Yeah. The church anniversary is 2nd Sunday of October. Pastor anniversary, 3rd Sunday of May. Thanksgiving is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving Day. And if Brother T could come back, he's gonna keep his wife over to the side, he can't be coming to the podium. I'm like, no, she did. And Christmas, our luncheon will be the 3rd Sunday of December. And then, under other events, I've been talking about doing a disaster relief and so forth. So I have, for the time being, we'll make some available. It's a model emergency plan, operations plan for churches. And I've got a volunteer already that wants to work with us, who's a member, and wants to work in this vein. And it deals with all kinds of different emergency, active shooter kind of thing. Putting together teams of people when there is tornado, earthquake, or whatever. There's a certain person responsible to make contact with all the people that's under their jurisdiction. In larger cities, they do it by zip codes. We just got one, maybe 2 zip codes if you got a PO box. But we just got 1 zip code. So if you say 47374, because everybody's Richmond. But it will deal with emergency response team, incident coordinator, medical response, safety response, security response, severe weather, all of that. And we'll probably have like a meet on perhaps a Saturday for an hour or 2 to go through it. And then we also have a proposal. I was at the city building about a month ago, and I saw one of the policemen. He asked me to come talk with me to the chief, and I did. And the new chief